Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Arcanum of Steamworks and Magick Obscura, Blind. I'm here in the elven glimmering forest, and I have a few things to take care of. Wait, because I was I'm looking for some hunters, and this has appeared on my map. The quest giver said that they were lost near some dark fens, but he didn't mention anything about a village of reptilian creatures. But I guess first I'm going to go to Falcon's Acre, an elven holy ground at the edge of the glimmering forest, because supposedly there are some humans there that I need to persuade to leave. So let's do that first. Okay, all of the creatures are neutral to me, presumably because this is such a holy space of nature that they, they are calmed by its aura, and because of that they do not attack me. Let's talk with the humans. William Bench, he's the one you want. I'm not the man to see. I do not associate with dwarves. Sir, what seems to be the problem? I recommend that you leave here, friend. Your very presence has put me in bad mood. Look, I've meant no offense here. Let's talk about this. I'm not usually one to hold a grudge, but you're really annoying me. Perhaps it would be best if you just made yourself scarce. I am willing to improve this situation. Okay, I need to pause for a second, so be right back. Okay, I'm back, so I'm willing to improve this situation. Alright, you can't be all that bad, groveling the way you do. How can I help you? Okay, I'm tempted to do that, but I promised I'm going to avoid violence, so that's more like it. May I ask your name? I'm William Bench, outdoorsman and naturalist, and the head of this bunch you see here. And who might you be? I'm Hargrim Stonehand, a pleasure. May I speak with you? Certainly. What are you doing here? I am a surveyor and this is my team. We're employed by Torika Logging Company. We've got a contract to map out the surrounding lands, which were recently purchased by Torika, and report their usability of their resources. Fairly standard job, really. We may have a problem here, Mr. Bench. Oh, really? And what might that be? Unfortunately, you're not supposed to be here. I see no problem here, stranger. In fact, I think I'm going to have to ask you to leave. This here is private property, and you're trespassing. He motions to a few of his cronies, who eye you suspiciously. I think I might be able to persuade you to do otherwise. Really? Listen, friend. I'm here to do a job. William Bench is a man of his word, and Torika expects a report on his desk in a week. I don't think there's much you're going to be able to say that will dissuade me from doing what I am here to do. Trees are not good for lumbering. This is elven holy ground. I doubt he's going to care. You might think differently if you knew who I represent. Am I going to invoke the name of Gilbert Bates? Because obviously I am actually working for him as well, because he wants to know what happened with the Black Mountain clan, and I am only going to learn that if I gain an audience with the Silver Lady, and I am only going to get that if I get rid of them. So that isn't even a lie if I say that. Who you represent? I see, let me guess. You're one of the blokes from the Wexel lumber, right? Wait, I see it all now. You're here to tell me you have legal rights to this land. You're half correct, but I'm not here from Wextel Lumber. Oh, who then? Gilbert Bates. I represent Gilbert Bates, because I doubt he's going to care if I say that I represent the elves of Quintarra, because obviously he must be aware of the fact that that Glimmering Forest is elven domain. He just doesn't care. Just as the humans before in Morriban didn't care when they cut it all down for firewood or something. I represent Gilbert Bates. Bates? The man is taken aback. Bates? What interest would Gilbert Bates have in logging? The man supplies the engines for our clear cutters. He's thinking of getting into the logging business. Mr. Bates, in the logging business, but he owns so much already. Why would someone with such an obvious monopoly in his field of expertise want to take over logging as well? He sees an opportunity. Are you going to question him? No, of course not. I'm not saying I'd question Mr. Bates's judgment. No, sir. But what exactly are you doing here? I mean, this land is owned by Torringsdale. Well, Mr. Bates is contesting that in court as we speak. In court? I have legal documents here stating the validity of the Torringsdale claim. How would Mr. Bates contest that? Do you really think legality is of concern to Mr. Bates? No, I see your point, but what exactly are you proposing? I still got a job to do, but I'm not one to make the wrong sort of enemies. Maybe Mr. Bates is looking to do some business? Perhaps I could put in a good word for you. He winks. That, my friend, would be very much appreciated. I'm thinking that our little party here might have fallen into some difficulties, you know, hazards of the trade, perhaps a violent storm, and since we'd lost all of the provisions, you had to go back early. Very nice, William. Thank you, Hargrim Stonehand. I was always a good storyteller, and you'll make sure to pass on my name to Mr. Bates? He'll be in need of surveyors as well. I'll say that you can always rely on Mr. Bench. Okay, that's actually kind of hilarious. I appreciate that line and that pun. Right, we'll get packed right away and leave. I'll look forward to hearing from you soon. Okay. But let me actually explore this area a little bit. Is there anything interesting here? Oh, obviously there are some animals and such, but besides... Because it just so happens I am looking for the altar of Ter'el, the elven god of wisdom and trees, and Raven said that this is that Falcon's Ache is elven holy ground, so I wonder if there might be an altar somewhere around here. Aha! It seems I have discovered it. Altar, but where is the actual part where I can read something about it? Offer to him what you cannot see nor hear, your soul made of trees. Litany he seeks, to touch, to burn, for his eyes are dark and his ears are blunt and wasted. Wisdom comes to the brightest of to the bringer of gifts, and eyes that see far from he who sees nothing. Okay. So how do I make an offering then? I need to place it on the altar. But wait. Wait. There is a bug within the game. I'm 100% sure of that because I've seen the symbol of the sun already on the shrine of Gestiana in Stillwater, and here it appears again. It makes no sense, not only because I'm pretty sure the tree must represent the god of trees, because what else could it represent? But also simply because it appears twice on different shrines, which doesn't make sense. Is it different if I click on it? No, it's still the sun. So how does it make sense? This is obviously a bug, right? But obviously I don't have it. I have the diagram printed out. I'm going to put it here in editing. But that kind of complicates this whole business a lot, because if the symbols are wrong, then I guess I have to assume for myself which one is which, and it might get kind of difficult actually. So, because it can't be, this is wrong, this has to be wrong, because the symbol of the sun has already appeared on the shrine of Gestiana in Stillwater, but also, what does the tree represent if not this? If not the god of the trees, then what else could be the tree? It doesn't make sense, and I'm annoyed at it, because it's going to complicate all of this a lot. Let me try to save, because I'm pretty sure this has to be the god of wisdom, Ter'el, right? So let me try. Okay, I'm going to write it down near the tree, regardless of what symbol it gives me here, because it has to be this. I see no other way, because the sun was already near the shrine of Gestiana, but now it makes me think that maybe they are all wrong, and if so, then how am I to know which one is which? I will have to guess and somehow assign it myself. So I'm writing Ter'el near the tree, because I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty convinced it must be it. So let me place an offering here. But I am actually, this is a very annoying bug, and I don't appreciate that. Okay, who has the statue? I think he has. Yeah, the litany. You have received a blessing of Ter'el. Yeah, right. So I was correct in my assumption. Because you've made an offering to the god Ter'el, you have received his blessing. And it gives me a bonus to bow skills and a bonus to perception, which none of those I particularly need, but obviously I want to do it in correct order. But now it has thrown everything off, and it's kind of annoying, but at least I can cross out the god of the trees, the first one. So now I'm looking for the lizard, which is the god of the bedokaan, right? The lizardmen, and it just so happens that I'm going into their village anyway to find the lost hunters. So that might allow me to, you know, kill two birds with one stone, as it were. But for now, let me level up. I'm going to level up my charisma to 15 to get more followers. Oh, do I need 16? I guess so, but still, I will do that. So obviously, more followers. Probably interacting with followers and listening to their voice acting was one of the highlights of the game so far for me. I really loved the voiced characters, so I'm eager to encounter more of them. Okay, since the unlocking cantrip does not work, I don't particularly care about upgrading the rest of the tree. I'm going to go into temporal. As for you, have more intelligence. Okay. And I guess now I can pack the rest into strength, because he's obviously pretty much just a combat follower. But I am quite disturbed by the bug with the altars, because it's going to make all of this a lot more difficult, and in fact, I think I'm going to make manual saves. Each time I make an offering, or before I make an offering, and after, if it's successful, just to make sure I do it correctly, because it's a very cool quest, and I want to finish it correctly, but obviously it will require some careful studying if the symbols in the game are wrong, and I'm pretty sure they have to be wrong at this point. Okay, let's travel to the Bedookan Village, a small village of reptilian creatures located in the Dark Fens. Okay, I need the passion root as an offering to Gestiana, which incidentally I also don't know the symbol of, because as I said, it was depicted as the sun, but then Ter'el was also the sun, which doesn't make sense, so maybe both of them are wrong. I guess I will have to deduce it one by one. I guess for now, at least I'm certain that the lizard has to be the god of the Bedookan, right? Because they literally are the lizard people. Okay. Are they going to be hostile to me? I guess they are not, at least not for now. Find Kan Kerai, our chieftain. He will speak with one such as you. Find Kan Kerai. Find Kan Kerai. Bedokaan warrior. Greetings, warmblood. I am Varomon. I'm here to find out what happened to the elven hunter. You have to speak with Kan Kerai, our chieftain. The lizardman eyes you warily. Only he knows of such things, warmblood. Goodbye. And this must be the altar, right? And again, okay, this has to be wrong. This is a pretty infuriating bug, because again, it displays the symbol of the world, of the globe, but it was already depicted on the altar of Alberich, the god of stone. So they can't both be right, and if I were to assume anything, I would say the god of the lizardmen must be the lizard, right? So it would be the second one. Let's read the poem on its shrine. Call not to the snake fathers unless you dream the cold-blooded dream. Call only to the snake fathers when you hear the voices of old. Makaal seeks hearthstone. He runs with you, he hunts with you. Give Makaal his hearthstone, and swift as Makaal you will be. Okay. So I do need the hearthstone, but I don't know where to find it. Maybe I can ask around in the village. Maybe I can ask the chief. You must speak with Kan Kerai. Ah, there is the villager. They have trapped him. Whispering, please help me. The elves sent me. What is happening here? These lizardmen have captured and trapped me here. I do not know what they plan to do with me, but I don't think I want to find out. Was there a battle? Did you provoke these creatures? No, I was merely hunting when they fell upon us. They called me a murderer and a betrayer. I tried to reason with them, but they would hear nothing. They tied me up and brought me here. Please, get me out of this pit. Calm down. The guards, they have guards posted. What do you recommend? If you're a mage, maybe you have some spells that would free me. If not, you can get some kind of a rope so that I could climb out of here. But you'll have to do something about the guards. Perhaps I'll speak with their leader, sort this thing out. I don't know. They seem fairly hostile towards what they call warmbloods. Anyone who is not a lizard, such as they, be careful and tread lightly. I'll do that. Hold on. I'll get you out of there. Okay, I would definitely prefer to solve it peacefully if I can. Find Kan Kerai. Okay. Obviously this must be it. Just judging from the size alone. Bedookan chief. The creature before you is covered in scales, with a large mouth full of sharp teeth, and the eyes of the coldest silver. Various tattoos cover much of its body. Warmblood betrayer, offspring murderer. What brings you here? What a death do you bring? What lies do you tell? Kan Kerai stands before you. My power is greater than yours. I'm sorry, have we met before? I've never seen your kind. I know you, betrayer. I know all your faces, warmblood. All the same. All liars and murderers. All bringers of death. What do you mean you know all of our faces? You have two faces. Your words, your lies. The Bedookan have lived here in the dark fens since the moon was young and the water sang us songs. We are old. We speak not your language. You know not our ways, the cold-blood ways. The cold-blood ways? What are you talking about? You do not understand the cold-blood ways. To dream the old dream, the cold visions, to live by the code of the snake fathers, to hunt the reptilian furies, the cold waters and the sun-baked mudbanks that we call home. Your ways are strange, but I would like to learn them. What use would you have for our ways? Would you know us better to find our weakness, to destroy us, as your kind has destroyed our homes and our lands? This is the only way you will know, Warmblood, and Kan Kerai. No, this is the only way you know, Warmblood, and Kan Kerai will stand for it no longer. Have I done anything to you? All warmbloods are not the same. No, all warmbloods fear the Bedookan. All warmbloods know not our ways, the cold-blood ways. All warmbloods kill the Bedookan and taint our swamps and darken our waters. You all hate and destroy without reason. Have I done so? Have I killed your people? No, you have not killed Bedookan before, but you are warmblood. You... Wait, please, and the elves? Have they killed the Bedookan before? He stops for a moment, considering. No, Sharp Ears have not killed Bedookan before, nor have they ruined the land. But we are not easy prey, Warmblood. A hunter in a different skin is still a hunter, and Kan Kerai goes not quietly. He... hold on a moment. Neither the elves nor I have done you harm. He is silent. Yes, the words you speak are true, Warmblood, but his hand moves to the sword. This does not mean that you will not. Agreed. I am called Hargrim Stonehand. He inclines his head, and I am Kan Kerai, chieftain of the Bedookan. What brings you to our village, Warmblood? Have you come here in defense of this elf? Perhaps. I need to know what has happened here. You would hear our story? Very well. As I said, the Bedookan have lived in the dark fens for as long as the seasons have turned, and for all this time we have kept to ourselves. We knew of the elves, but they have harmed us not, and we accepted their natural place. But something happened? You said your people were hunted. Yes, 4 winters ago, warmbloods came to our swamp and set out things of death and shot us with their weapons, and collected the bodies of the dead. Who were those warmbloods? You said they were not elves. They were like elves, but a little darker, and not as tall. They had no words of power, but they had strange weapons, and they rode strange beasts made of wood. I see, men in wagons. Where did they come from? From the south. They came from the south, over the mountains and into the dark fens, and the land cries out whenever they touch it. They know not the way of the land, or the cold-blooded ways, nor do they care. What did you say these men did with the bodies of your people? Kan Kerai is silent for a moment. You can see the anger seething in his silver eyes. They skinned them. They skinned our elders and our children and our women, and they threw their remains into the swamp. No rites of passage, no guides to the Snake Fathers. Dear God, poachers, I am so very sorry, Kan Kerai. I believe your words. Perhaps you are different. Perhaps you might be able to see the cold visions. I will regret having to make war on all warmbloods, if there is even one like you among them, but I will do so nonetheless. Make war? But it's only these men. Yes, but there is a price in warm blood that must be paid. Men will die, and then all of their offspring until there are none left. Only this will quiet the fury of the Snake Fathers. Elves are warm blood. They will die as well. Please, you must allow me to convince you otherwise. How? I respect your words and I see the truth in them, but how can you deny the evil of what has been done to me and my people? Do you disagree that there's a price that must be paid? No, but not all must pay the price. Let us talk about the elves. Yes, let us speak of this. The snake and the lizard are both of the Snake Fathers. Both live the reptilian dream. Men and elves are also the same, of the warm blood, and therefore live by the same code. The elves have their own code, different to that of men. What do you mean? Are they not smooth-skinned, right, like men, hunt with weapons and wear clothes and speak fancy words? They seem to be the very same. Now, which is the most important distinction? Because I can tell him about how their cities are different, or how the elves are magically inclined. I guess that might convince him, because Loger Thunderstone said that elves are so good at magic specifically because they are very attuned to nature, so maybe I can appeal to that. No, you said the elves have words of power. Most men do not. Yes, you see that Kan Kerai is a little confused. We also have these words. These words are old powers, tied to the waters and the land. I see that the elves have powers, and yet they are warm blood? This is because they, too, are tied to the land. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to say. I see. Kan Kerai inclines his head to you. There is power in your words as well. Perhaps you are correct about the elves, but what of men? Shouldn't Kan Kerai war against them? Tell me of the cold blood, what it is like. We beat of one heart, Hargrim Stonehand. We share the same knowledge, the same desires. To look into my eyes is to look into the eyes of the very to look into the very eyes of the Snake Fathers. Do you understand? We are many, but we are one. Men are different, with different hearts. Sadly, some of them are dark. Ah, you say the warm-blood heart is alone and beats alone. I can see why the elves might be good, but men evil. But how are some men good and other evil? Is the blood that flows in your vein not the same blood? Do you not dream the same dream? That is an important difference. Men hearts make their dreams. Kan Kerai ponders this for a moment. Interesting. So these poachers, you call them, They dream an evil dream, and so they kill our people. But how am I to know that most men are not like them? That you are alone in your that you are alone in your dream? If that were so, would they let one like me survive? You know, if we all were evil and I alone oppose it? No, nature is a harsh teacher. Even among the Bedookan, if there is one who does not hear the Snake Fathers or see their cold visions, then he is cast out or destroyed. I would think that is the same among the warmbloods. It is. Men are evil, but many more are good. Perhaps, then, it is only these poachers that Kan Kerai must make war against. If most men are like you, then perhaps the warmblood ways are good ways. I thank you for showing me this. I am grateful. And the elf, will he go free? Yes, he is free to return to his home. Make sure to speak with him before you leave, and tell him that he may leave. I will make my amends myself and send gifts to the elves in the forest. You have made peace between us, Hargrim Stonehand. Okay, glad to be of service. Tell me, Hargrim, why have you come to these strange lands? You are not one of the elves of the forest, nor are you of the dark fence. What brings you to us? It is a long tale. Tell Kan Kerai all that has happened. I know not of many things outside the dark fence, but the Bedookan are warriors, and we love this land as no other. I offer the strength of my people, if you desire it. In this village there is one named Varomon. Speak with him, and if he so desires, you may have him on your quest. He is brave, and knows words of power. Okay, that's interesting, so I can have one of them as a follower. That sounds very interesting. He might have some unique comments about the Warmblood civilization, so I think I'm going to take him. I have 2 spots left still, and even then I can let Sogmead Mag go, because he's kind of boring. I'll speak with him. Good day to you, Kan Kerai. Okay, can we talk about something else, maybe? Good luck to you. May the Snake Fathers guide your path. Okay. But where can I get a heartstone? Because I would like to make an offering to Makaal, their god. But I lack the necessary heartstone offering. I wonder if they are going to attack me if I try to unlock this. Yes. Which is not optimal. Maybe Varomon will give me something? Speak with our chieftain. I already did. I don't see anything around the altar. At least I don't think I did. Maybe he will tell me something. Well, first let's speak with the elf and tell him that he might leave if he wants. Oh, heartstone, great. But actually I need 2 because I'm pretty sure it's a resource that I need to craft the key to the Iron Clan, right? Yeah, the Iron Key. So most optimally I would like to find 2 of them. I will have to look around the village or around the swamp in general, but for now let's talk to the elf. I thank you, stranger. I am going back to Quintarra. I recommend that you do the same. I might just do that. Good day to you. Okay. I'm looking for yet another heartstone. I guess let's take the Bedookan warrior first. Varomon? Greetings, Warmblood. I am Varomon. Kan Kerai told me to speak with you. Yes, then speak we shall. He offered your services if you'd like to join me. Yes, I will join you on your quest. May the snake fathers walk with us. Okay, let's go. Can you tell me anything at the moment? How may I serve you? I would like you to do something for me. No, I have a few questions. What is it that you'd like to know? Okay, so he has no dialogue asking about this village or something, I guess. But still, let's take a look at his stats. Okay, so he's an archer, he's an expert archer and also an expert in melee. He has no... well, he has a little bit of technological aptitude. No, he has a little bit of magical aptitude. What kind of spells does he have? Agility of fire, so he has fire spells. And nature spells as well. Okay. So I can give him one of the magical bows then. Already has the arrows. Unidentified bow. Oh. Well, so I will leave him that for now, but I will also give him some additional arrows, like, I don't know, 200. Because he's going to get rid of 20 arrows pretty quick, right? How do I set it? There was a way to, like, give a number, right? Or am I wrong? I guess I can speed it up. Okay. I will go around and look for yet another heartstone. So obviously I needed both for the offering and also to make the key. Okay, there it is. So let me save before I make the offering, and if I get cursed or if the offering of Ter'el is removed, although well, how will I know? If I get cursed, then surely it was wrong, but other than that, are they going to, like, is it a progression in a way that they accumulate, or is it that you get one and get rid of the previous one? I don't quite know, but anyway, let's save. Second offering. What is this? Makaal. Let's place the heartstone here. We have received a blessing, the blessing of Makaal. Okay, it is not removed, so I guess they are cumulative. Because you have made an offering to the god Makaal, you received his blessing, which is a point of dexterity apparently, which is pretty cool. Okay, so let me make a note on my diagram here that this, the lizard, is in the Bedookan Village. Okay, so the third is the head with nails, or the head with a crown. Now, which one of the gods could that be? I guess it's better to review the list of them and see which one of them fits such a description the most. Okay, so Ter'el I've got already covered. Gestiana obviously is female, so that wouldn't be them. Alberich, the stone god of the dwarves. Bolo, it's probably not a halfling. Makaal I've already got covered. Kerlin, golden god of the gnomes. I do believe the golden god must be the coin, right? Because there is like a coin. One of the symbols is a coin. And it's like shining. Bolo, the god of the thieves, is the hand, I do believe, because his hand was cut off. Then Shakar, the orcish god of war. It doesn't look like an orc at all, to be honest. It looks like a human or a dwarf, with like a crown or like nails on his head. Or is it just a weird hairdo? I can't really tell because of the low resolution, but I doubt it's Shakar. Torg, god of the ogre heart, that's probably even less likely. Halcyon, god of truth. I don't know. Morindal, god of shadows, that is clearly not that. Kaitan, god of balance. He doesn't look very balanced to me. And Velorian, the Allfather. So it's either Halcyon, the head, the third in the diagram. It's either Halcyon, the god of truth, or Alberich, stone god of the dwarves. So I guess when I get back to the Wheel Clan to report to Logair Thunderstone, I will check if I can get the blessing of Alberich, because it seems they are cumulative. The previous one didn't disappear, so if I do get it, then it means I was correct. Okay. But before I travel back to Quintarra, there is still this ruby that I need to get for a halfling in Stillwater. It's supposedly guarded by powerful demons. Supposedly guarded by powerful demons, but maybe I can take them. At this point I am pretty strong. Okay. Let's follow the path. The Great Ruby of Kal'uru is found. Heed this warning ere you move around. He who walks without the sound shall pass the death beneath the ground. Well, that's not going to happen. Okay, I might be kinda screwed, depending on how hard do they hit, but it seems they miss most of their attacks, so maybe I will survive. Yeah, it seems this guy is getting rid of them quite expertly, so it should not be a problem, judging from what just happened. Yeah, it's going quite well. Wait. Why was I fighting the familiar? I wasn't intending on killing it, but I'm pretty sure Virgil can just summon it again, right? So that doesn't really matter that much. It is just a regular spell, right? He can just do it again. Yeah, familiar. This spell summons a familiar for the caster. So hopefully he will just do it again at the start of the next combat. Okay, so that wasn't nearly as hard as I was expecting it to be. Nothing on the corpse. So, but where is the ruby? Ah, the altar. Great Ruby of Kal'uru. Okay. Let's travel the coast this time, see if there's anything interesting on it as I return back to Quintarra. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't as hard. I thought it might be a more difficult kind of opponent. That's why I slowed down to turn-based combat. Oh, secret village. You hear a high-pitched rejoicing. Ah, it's a kith village. I mean kite. Okay, that's quite a lot of them. Actually, I'm getting kind of worried. Maybe I shouldn't be. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Okay, did I hear high-pitched rejoicing because they were all high on shrooms? Because that's kind of what it looks like. There's a body of a human wizard in the middle, but nothing on her.
How can I help you?
It seems there's nothing significant in this whole place. Just a bunch of kith. I mean kite. I don't know.
How can I help you?
Why do I say kith? I can't kill this one, but I cannot talk with him either, so I assume it's just a bug. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's get back. I still have not found the... apothecary? Greetings, Outlander. Welcome to Quintarra. Greetings to you. Okay, let's get in. And I'm kind of confused as to where he's supposed to be. Am I missing something obvious here or something? The body of... wait. Oh, that's just Rat's robes, I guess. Oh, well, or someone's robes. Is it a piece of evidence? I guess his body was finally, you know, was finally buried probably, or whatever the elves actually do with their dead. I mean, it was removed. But I still have not found the apothecary, and it annoys me. Because it's such a small place, and yet I seem to totally miss him. Okay, they have nothing to tell me. And I cannot travel around this. Now, presumably, I cannot meet him at night, right? That would be weird. Okay, let's talk with the master of the hunt. Hello again, greetings, may I have a moment? Of course, I have found the lost elven hunter. You have returned here and told me what happened. No, he has returned here and told me what happened with the bedokaan. The elves of Quintarra are indebted to you, friend. Please take this armor as I promised in payment for your brave actions. Goodbye and good luck to you. Okay. I don't have enough space for it, so let's give this to him for now, I guess. I'll give him this as well. He has a lot of space. So where is the armor? Did one of my followers pick it up? Because I don't see it on the ground. Where is it? Okay, perhaps it's easier if I just reload and clear my inventory beforehand so that I have enough space to actually accept it. Okay, that should be more than enough. Freak, that's not what I wanted to click. Okay, let's talk with him again. Yeah, elven chainmail. Okay, might be useful for an elven follower, as I said, if I ever get one, or for someone else who can use magical. I doubt he can even wear armor, right? Because he's of different build. Yeah. He's not even... Well, he's vaguely humanoid, but look at him. He even towers over the ogres. Okay, I didn't want to steal from that. I'm just looking for the apothecary and I can't seem to find him. Whisper. Maybe he's in the palace of the Silver Lady. I'm not sure why he would be, but it's the only place I have not explored as of now, and I didn't have the access to it beforehand. This is Illumin, the smith. So the palace of the Silver Lady is simply the only place that is left. Why do you bother me? I haven't done nothing to offend you. You'll have to pardon my surly demeanor, sir. I had no right to snap at you in such a manner. Yeah, I'm looking for Sharp. This option didn't appear before, and I don't know why. Quite alright, I'm looking for Sharp. Sharp was called out of village suddenly. I am his wife. Can I help you with anything? I need to ask him about a poison. Show her the glass. Yes, I recognize it. It's a very distinctive odor. Do you sell that type of poison here? Yes, we do. I don't know if we have any at the moment, though. The poison in the glass killed Wrath. Did you know him? Wrath is dead, by the gods. What can you tell me about him? We had a history. The three of us were friends long ago, but he became angry with Sharp and I. When Sharp and I began living together, who killed him? The dwarven student of his? Why do you elves always immediately assume it was a dwarf? You're right. I shouldn't assume anything. I didn't even know the lad, though being under Wrath's yoke could drive anyone to murder. They don't seem to have held Wrath in high regard. Why did Wrath, what did Wrath do to you to dislike him so? He started spreading hatred and lies about Sharp and myself. He said it was offensive and damaging to the village for us to carry like humans, as he put it. He felt you were violating elven customs? I believe that he was actually jealous. Sharp and him fought often in later years. Did Sharp hate Wrath enough to kill him? It was the other way round, actually. I think Wrath became a bit unbalanced. Of course, we all know that elves do not have it in them to wantonly murder each other over things like jealousy. Could Sharp have poisoned Wrath to protect you? If he had felt I was in danger, I believe he would do anything to protect me, even sacrifice himself. But as I said, elves would never think of killing one another. We take a wider view of things, as you know. This life is only one that elves exist in. When we die, we go to another level. So what purpose would murder serve? But you said it yourself that Wrath was unbalanced. That is disturbing me. I do not wish to speak about it anymore. Is your distress because you know Sharp is guilty? I would thank you to leave my store. I am finished speaking with you. Must be off. Okay, let's try again. I have nothing to say to you. Please leave. I'm considering... Damn it, I have already saved them. Maybe if I tell the guard what he has told me, maybe the guard or Yoramun, so maybe Yoramun knows something else. Maybe they can elaborate on it. I believe I know who killed Wrath. Oh, and who would that be? Sharp. Wrath and Sharp were in love with the same woman. Yes, but I know all about that weirdness, but as I already explained to you, elves just don't kill each other. You would have to bring me some proof for me to believe your foolhardy accusations. I see. Well, they are really hard in denial about this whole not killing each other thing. I kind of don't believe them. I believe it's kind of impossible to create a society without at least some murder. If we're talking about emotional creatures, because obviously a society of robots could well exist without murder, but if you put emotions in the mix, murder is going to happen occasionally. You've returned. I must take my leave. Good day. Okay, I think I might have screwed this, because his wife is angry with me. Although maybe Raven or the Silver Lady can help me, or maybe some of the others. Do they have anything to say about it? Have you a moment? I'm leaving. Yeah, this might actually be screwed. Because I should have been a little bit gentler with his wife, and maybe, you know, gotten more information. Greetings, Fawn. May I have a moment of your time? Oh yes, but I don't want to trade. I wanted to see if I can ask any questions, but I can't. Whisper. Hello, Whisper. Have you a moment? Certainly. Okay, so no information from her either. Well, I guess I have one more thing to try, which is trying to use a fate point to force a good reaction with his wife. Maybe she will speak with me again, although I highly doubt that, because at this point she's already mad with me. So I'm pretty sure I have screwed this quest beyond beyond help. But let's try anyway. Freak, I didn't want to do that. Okay, that does nothing. I feel bad about it because I do not believe... As I said, it wouldn't make sense for Yoramun to kill him for several reasons. Chief among them would be that if he wanted to get out of the contract, it would be much easier for him to just flee. It's not like it didn't look like he was confined to his quarters. It was more the like of he has given his word, and he himself said he doesn't want to betray his word, but if he were to stoop to murder, then obviously it would be easier to just flee. Okay. I will talk with Raven next time, because this episode has been long enough, so I'm going to save here and actually conclude it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!